Hi there, this is Leo and Akila. Come with us to St. Petersburg. This was my first time going to St. Petersburg, so we decided to make it an experience by taking the overnight train. You can book these little cabins that are private. It's like a little mini hotel room with a TV, AC, some amenities. I really like this concept where you leave in the night. We left at 11 and we arrived early morning. It was really comfortable. The beds look small, but actually it was really decent. Each compartment gets a butler, and he basically tends to all your needs, whether you want tea or you want an extra pillow. So it really did feel like a hotel experience on wheels. And of course, we had to go to the restaurant car where they serve different meals, drinks. We just had some drinks and some snacks. In the morning, they serve a breakfast that you pre-order the night before. It's not a super fancy breakfast, but it really does the job when you wake up and you're almost arrived to your destination, and you have a little thing to eat before you arrive. So it was really, really cool. One of the things I like about Russia is that they like to keep to tradition. And in the trains, they serve tea in these traditional looking cups. I think it was a really, really cool touch.
And then we finally arrived in St. Petersburg. The weather was lovely. We first checked in and then went to see some sights. We saw some cathedrals and also had a really nice walk in the park. And then we got hungry and decided to go for some donuts. Akila has never tried these authentic Soviet-style donuts called Pyshki, so I had to take her there. Those are really simple, just fried dough with bunch of powdered sugar on top. We also had some coffee drink to go with it, which is like watered down sweet coffee, but authentic enough.
After the delicious donuts, we had to walk it off. So we went to the Winter Palace. Inside is the Hermitage, and as you can see, it's really beautiful architecture. There's artwork all around, and it's just full of culture to absorb.
And then it was time for lunch. We wanted something light, researched quite a bit, and we decided to go to Fresa's, which is like a modern Italian eatery. Their signature dish is table-side Caesar salad. They come and prepare it in front of you while telling you the story behind this salad. What we didn't know that it was actually invented in Mexico on hot summer's day. A pretty cool story, check it out if you're keen. The salad itself was definitely an experience. That sauce, so thick, savory, and delicious. The salad is crunchy with those croutons adding the texture. Wow, we really liked it. It was definitely the best salad we've ever tried. Also, we ordered the risotto, which I think was also the best one we've ever tried. It was a veal cheek risotto, so delicious.
For as long as I can remember, we love a cheeky date night, and we decided to go to Meal because it's a restaurant that focuses on fermentation. All the dishes here were really delicious and interesting. We travel a lot and we realize that food is one of our main attractions. We really love going to restaurants and being serviced with really delicious food.
Well, enough food for now. Next morning we went to Peterhof, which used to be a summer residence for Russian royals. It's definitely a beautiful palace, guys. Look at this.
So for breakfast, we decided to have a little picnic. We passed by the bakery Zoe and got a pastry, some croissants, and some fixins for the croissants. We had a really nice picnic by the pond in this beautiful Peterhof. One of my friends took us to New Holland, which used to be a prison, and now they transformed it into this beautiful space with a park, a pond, there's a bunch of restaurants, and there's also like a stage where people can do concerts.
One of the other things that you must do in St. Petersburg is to visit one of those famous rooftops. Just hang out there. We found a really hidden one in a weird area. It was a bit industrial, but cool anyways. So they have this cafe basically. So we just had some coffee and some cake. A really nice romantic spot and a nice place to view the city as well. We're quite chill travelers actually. We do want to see sights, but at the same time we just want to hang out and enjoy ourselves. So that's what we tried to do during this trip as well. A nice balance of food, sights, and just chilling out. Then we decided to go for a drive around the city, especially this newly built bridge. The view from there was spectacular, and the drive also was really nice on this new road. We used car sharing quite a lot. It's a popular mode of transport in many Russian cities, and St. Petersburg is not an exception here.
We also passed by Peter and Paul Fortress, which is a little city within a city in an island of its own. I think it was a really beautiful place. It kind of made me feel like I was inside a Monopoly game with a bank and different little buildings around. Overall, I really liked St. Petersburg as a city. It was definitely much more touristic than Moscow. I could find way more people who speak English in restaurants and in different services. So I was really comfortable there. For dinner, we went to a Japanese restaurant called Self-Edge. It had a really nice romantic mood. We ordered some delicious hand rolls with different toppings and sides, as well as some sushi. It was a really nice restaurant. The ambience was super chill. There was a DJ as well since it was the weekend. And we enjoyed some calamari dish as well that kind of looked like noodles. And the best part was the dessert. It was just out of this world. We ended with some tea, which kind of looks like shots, but it was oolong tea.
We couldn't leave St. Petersburg without seeing the bridges open up. It happens every night around 2 a.m, so they open up so the ships can pass by. As everything is lit up, it's really romantic and beautiful. We enjoyed it, though we were quite tired by that moment and we were so sleepy. There was also some live music. The saxophone player was playing some Russian chanson. And then we walked back to the hotel because the taxis were so expensive, but it was a nice walk. For breakfast we went to Gran cafe, where we had an amazing spread to start the day nicely. It was a rainy day, but we still decided to go to one more spot before we leave. It's called Sevcable Port. It's used to be a factory, but now they turned it into a nice hipster space. There is a lot of street art there and generally nice vibe. They host a lot of markets there and different events. There are also a lot of restaurants and cafes around. That day they had a big market that was sponsored by a flower delivery company. So there were a lot of flowers, but also there were a lot of vendors selling their goods. Akila got a beautiful dress, I got myself a t-shirt. They were also selling food items. I think we got some salted caramel. So it was a nice way to spend a rainy day inside.
I really enjoyed St. Petersburg. It was a breath of fresh air comparing to Moscow. The people were friendlier, the service was really nice, more people spoke English. It was definitely more touristic, so I would see myself going back there for some more entertainment. And of course, it was a big foodie trip for us, so we really enjoyed the food in this trip. We did quite a lot of research before we went, and now we really want to go back just for the food.
To get back, we decided to take a speed train instead of the overnight one. It only takes 3 to 4 hours and it's more like an airplane than a train, but still a fun experience, I'd say. Just a quick way to go back home.
And we couldn't stop there. We had to stop for more food when we ended up in Moscow. We went to Atlantico for the seafood breakfast set. Poached eggs, different kind of seafood you can order. It comes with a breakfast dessert, which I love.
And that's our foodie trip.